Hello everybody, this is Crazy Sammy coming at you from Modded Minecraft. We're playing Project Ozone Lite on xBcrafted's patron server. And today we're going to go ahead and set up our fusion reactor. But I came back over here to show you guys a little work that I've done over here. What we've done is we have placed a builder that is mining for us. And it's currently in the off position because our battery bank on the other side is charging. So every time it's charging, it goes ahead and shuts this off, so it just charges up faster. Then we also use that same builder to dig out down here. Whee! Yep, we're gonna go ahead and start moving some of our processes over here. So that way there we cut the leg down on our other side, and we just hope everything just runs a little smoother and helps everything out. So as you can tell, when we go back over on the other side, it feels just a little laggy. So hopefully this here will help take care of it. Now a builder, for those of you that have never used them before, is an RF Tools. RF Tools builder, and you can use it to build stuff or mine. And all it takes is 4 bricks, an ender pearl, and some redstone. And bricks are just regular bricks. You cook clay in a furnace and put 4 of them together, and there you go. And then you build a builder's card. There we go, right here. There's our builder's card. And a builder's card is just a diamond pickaxe, a diamond shovel, and a shape card. Shape card's just 4 pieces of paper and 2 bricks. And with that there, we can program it where we want to dig. And right now we're using it to dig out all the materials in the 512 blocks that way, 512 blocks that way, and 512 blocks that way. And we're doing that so we can go ahead and get some more resources that we need, like redstone and just diamonds and a few things like that that we're not hurting on, but we just need more of, that our mob farm's not getting us. So yep, and then we're using the quantum entangler, entangler to power it and send the items back over. Well, actually, we're using the ender chest, but that's okay. We'll just go like that. And we're just using the ender chest to send it over on pink is what I think I set this one for, private channel. So that way there, yeah. Well, let's go over and we'll start setting up our fusion reactor, and we'll go ahead and show you guys what all it entails, and hopefully by the end of the episode we'll be generating power. So here we are over here, and I went ahead and set up a induction cube. This is Mechanism's power storage, and it takes induction providers and induction cells. These are the ultimate induction cells and ultimate induction providers, and you don't have to have the building, the whole cube filled. It could be air or these. It can't be anything else in here. And then as we just get another layer, we just come in here, put it down, and it saves the power for us. So we'll go ahead and put these back, and there we go. And as you can tell, we got some power in there. I was go ahead and storing some power in it. We can put in 262 million RF a tick, and we can pull out 262 million RF a tick. So we're going to try and eventually get that thing going at that speed. Now to make an induction cube, the smallest you can do is 3 by 3 with 1 induction port and 1 induction cell, and one in, I'm sorry, not induction port, one induction provider, and one induction cell. And then with one port like that for input or output, and there we go. We got a very basic battery that'll handle 25,000 RF a tick. Now the biggest one of these we can make is 18 by 18 by 18, and who knows, we may expand this one to be that, but that's quite big, and I don't know if we'll ever need that much power. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and build our fusion reactor. Our fusion reactor is going to go from here over to here. And we got it set up to go down one flight, down one block, and over here we're going to set up our lasers that I said that we had to have. So we're going to come over here, grab some lasers. And you want to be very careful with these lasers, because when I was originally setting everything up to play around with it, I accidentally shot my mob farm over there with the lasers, and it was not good. I ended up destroying my bulk storage system over there. Yeah, and it was, let's just say, 2 million items on a server. Yeah, in fact, we want to shut that off for right now, so we're just going to go like this. There we go. That should be, we're just going to shut it off. We're just going to, yeah. We're just going to pick a different channel. And that should be slowly draining. So we just go like that, like that. And there we go. So what these are going to do is they're going to shoot into these laser amplifiers. But we're going to set the lasers up first and get those. I'll show you how we lay these out. So yeah, so we just go ahead and then we come up here. We dig out another one. Like that. Nope, I screwed up on that. So we go ahead and we want to come out 2, then up like that. And come out one more. Come back over here, grab our 8 lasers. Whoops. And we'll go ahead and get this set up. Give me a few minutes. I'll get this set up, get the lasers set up, and I'll show you what we do from here. So give me a few minutes and we'll be right back. Okay, here we go, we're back, and as you can see, I got these all set up. When you go to rotate them, you just want to click them on the down like that, so that way there they go down. And as you can see, we got a tube and we got an open one here. So we'll come over here and we'll grab these we'll grab the laser amplifiers, and we'll need 8 of these. And then if you just come, let's see if we can get, now you want the red to be pointed in the direction that we're going to fire. And it looks like we're short one. Let's see here. There should be one. Oh, there we go. It was in my inventory. And what we're going to do is we're going to set this for redstone high. So this here will only emit when it receives a redstone signal of high. That means we've got one down the line here. There we go. That we want to set to disabled, and just make sure that they're all set to disabled. Now we're going to go ahead and start charging this thing up while we build the reactor, because it takes a long time to charge up. So we'll put our there we go, we'll put that on. We'll set, and when you hear that humming sound, you know that it's starting to charge. We're going to need at least one gajillion RF. Yeah, so, and we're only at 22 million RF right now, so we got a ways to go, but that's okay. We don't mind. So we go ahead and dig out our little pattern here, and what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and grab some we're going to need 45 reactor casings. We're going to need 6 reactor ports, 13 reactor glass, 1 laser focus matrix, and 1 reactor controller. So on the first level, you're going to want to set it up in this diamond shape like this. And it's a 5 across diamond. Then on the next level, we're going to go ahead. We're going to put down, whoops, we don't want to put down the controller there. We're going to put down reactor casings at all the intersecting points. Then we're going to go ahead and go reactor glass. In a T shape like that. At the front. And a T shape like that. And it looks like we're going to be short one. Wait, no, we're not, because I screwed up. We're going to go like that. Yeah. That's okay. We'll get everything sorted out here. Then what these are the input output ports for our reactor. They allow energy in, they allow energy out, they allow our fuel in, and they allow our fuel out. And that's what we want this last one here for. So we'll just fly up here like this, drop that down like that, put these 2 ports here. Then on the 3rd level, the first level's down there, that's the 2nd level. It gets these extra blocks on the outside. We go ahead and put this like this. And put another plus on the top. But instead, in the center here, we're going to put that reactor casing. And we're going to put the reactor casing just like that. And when we put this last block down, we get the block built. And as you can see, it says formed. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab some gas pipe, which is right here. We're just going to go ahead and bring the gas pipe from right there and hook it up there. Going to hook that up there. And then if we come up here and we click on fuel, we'll see that we have deuterium and we have titanium. Now I'm using this cryostabilized flux duct that we got because it has no RF limit on it. It can send as much RF as we can literally pump through it. So we'll just hook that up like that. And as you see, we're just about ready to fire this puppy up. We go ahead and we've got a little bit more RF to store, and then we grab one of our holorums that we made the last video, and you want to store that right in the center here. What this is this is going to give us our first little bit of fuel that we need to start the fusion reactor up. And then you're going to want to click on the fuel rate, and see right now it says injection rate 0. You're going to want to set that to at least a 2. Because in other words, if you go through, and I do know this from the hard way, if you fire up the reactor with it set at 0, the reactor will not initiate a fusion reaction. So we're going to go ahead and let this charge up, and I'll explain how we get our fuel over there. So we go ahead and we feed our fuel in from the mining dimension into the quantum entangleporters, into these gas tanks, then over here through the gas pipe into our reactor. And we have one channel set up for deuterium and one channel set up for titanium. And that brings it over from the mining dimension over to here, and we should have enough fuel, believe it or not, to run this reactor at full speed without any loss so far. So we'll go ahead and let this charge up. It'll be about 10 more minutes, 15 more minutes before we're ready to go. I'm not going to make you guys wait around for that, so I'm going to go ahead and charge it up. And while that's going on, I'm going to go ahead and cut, and we'll be right back. So I'll talk to you guys in a few minutes. Okay, everyone, we're back. As you can see, we're at 1 gajillion, I don't know, 1 GRF, 1.02. Now, according to everything that I've read, this should be enough to start a fusion reaction. If it's not, we'll go ahead and start all over, and we'll cut. But first things we want to do is we want to make sure that our injection rate's set above 0, which it is. Make sure that our fuel lines are hooked up, which they are. Then we want to stay out of the way of this, because if we flip the switch and we stand in front of it, it will kill you. There we go. And as soon as you see that light like that, you can go ahead and cut the power, because we are generating power. If you want to check, see, we're producing 300,000 RF a tick. And come up here, and we look, and there we go. We're generating 300,000 RF a tick, and it's going down because it's stabilizing. We check out the heat. We see that the heat's rising. Well, actually, the plasma's going down, and the case heating's going down. So that means we could go ahead and add more fuel. Now we went ahead and we added more fuel, so the plasma's coming up, the case heating's coming up, and we're producing more power. Come over here. All that power is going right in here. We're looking good. And one thing I do recommend is you go ahead and just charge this thing up, and then once it's charged, you just keep it keep it charged because it doesn't take any more power. But that way there, in case you do run out of fuel, you don't have to wait for this to charge back up. So we've got that going. We're going to go ahead and grab one of these, like that. Now these are only good for 400,000 RF a tick. And so we're going to need a couple of these to feed the battery over there. But one thing I forgot to tell you guys is you got to make sure to set the ports for either input, which is this turquoise color, I'd call it, or red, which is the output. So if we go like that, we set up our electricity. There we go. Everything's on an input. And we're going to go ahead and set this one here for private channel 99. If we just come back over here, drop that down like that. Set this energy out, auto eject. Go ahead and put these on all out. And set that for channel 99. Now if we look here, we're putting in 400,000, well, roughly 400,000 a tick. So we can go ahead and remove this here like this, and this is going to drop it down to about, yeah, our builder uses roughly 100,000 RF a tick to mine over there. And I just have it coming right down here. I added these drawers here. And if you look over here, we give it just a second, and it's feeding right, our builder's feeding right into there. So we're good to go there. Let's check on our reactor. Still going good. Putting in 700,000 RF a tick. We're going to go ahead and bring it up to, we're going to have it putting in about 2 million RF a tick. So we're going to go ahead and bring this up to 16. Check on the heat. And you're going to have to watch your server settings, because I do believe that depending on the server settings, you can melt these reactors down. On our server, they're set so it can't happen. So that's just what I believe. I'm not 110% sure of that. But yeah, so there we go. We're up to 1 million RF a tick now. If we want to come over here and check, 1.03 million RF a tick. So yeah, so we're good to go there. And you come over here. The reason why I like the glass is that way there you can watch the ball in the middle go crazy. Yeah, we're generating good RF now. The fusion reactor's going. And over the next day, we're going to be putting this energy to use. Like I say, everyone else is using extreme reactors. I decided to go this route. It's a little more complicated, but I like it. I like building stuff like this. I could just slap down a 10 by 10 reactor, extreme reactor here, and have all the power. But well, you know what? I like building this. I like mechanism. I like the things it does. And I'm going to go ahead and use it whenever I get a chance to. So yeah. So well, that's going to do it for us today. We got our fusion reactor up and going. We've got our laser going. If we wanted to, we could go ahead and set up another one. I did have this running at maxed out, which maxed out is 99 fuel or 98 fuel. And if we sit there, I believe that's about 6 million RF a tick. So yeah, and our system does hold up, at least for short sprints at this rate. I don't know how long we can run it at this rate. I mean, I could find out, but we don't really need this much power right now. I mean, it's nice and everything like that, but yeah, we're good to go. So I tell you guys what, we'll go ahead and talk to you tomorrow. And wait, before we go, I do need to tell you guys one public service announcement. On these inscribers here, see how they're making stuff for us. And yeah, they're making, I've got it set up right now to be making us 1,000 calculation processors. But if you change dimensions while these are making your processors, I'll show you guys what happens. We'll go ahead and go over to the mining dimension. And we go over. We come over here. We'll just check everything out here, because I do believe I do have it still running at 100%. As you can tell, nothing, these tanks here aren't freaking out. Everything's running just great. We're only running off of one neutron activator here. I believe we're only running off of one separator here. Yeah, the other one's not even running yet. So yeah, so we're doing good. But now if we go ahead and head back over, and we check we notice that it stopped producing our processors. The reason for that, unfortunately, is they have disappeared. See, they disappeared. Our growth chamber, our advanced processors, and our press plates. That's why I have an absorption hopper here, is because I have them set to pick these up. We drop our plates down, or we drop our chambers down, and I go ahead and I just have enough presses to make new ones. Yeah, that's about all you can do right now. I haven't found a way to fix it or anything like that. So yeah, so that's gonna do it for it. So be careful on that, because all of our acceleration cards and everything are gone. So you have to put new acceleration cards in. The only plus side is the interfaces are there, and the advanced describers are there. And if you keep copies of the presses, you don't have to worry about anything. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and call the video good there, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow, or hopefully we start getting to a little something else. You guys have a good one now. Bye bye.